Together, growing in faith, changing communities.
Ngegama likayise benendodana nomoya ocwebileyo. We are looking at Luke chapter 10. We are reflecting from verse 25. And behold, a lawyer stood up to put him to the test. And he said to him, Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? The lawyer stood up, put him into the test, and asked him a question. What must I do to inherit eternal life? But Jesus said to him, what is written in the law? How do you read it? And he answered, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with everything that you have. And you must love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, there are beautiful things in this text, in these first three verses, 25 to 27. The first one for me, it's the lawyer who stands up to test Jesus. He's not asking a question because he doesn't know the answer. And we know this in verse 27, he knows the answer. He's asking him to put him to the test. He's asking him to see what he will say, what he will do. And you will probably have experienced this in your own life. That not every question is innocent. Not every statement is innocent. And not every person who approaches you are innocent. You know, it's amazing in the scriptures when Jesus says you must be as cunning as serpents, as humble as doves. You must be as sharp as snakes, but as humble as doves. And he says the children of this world are far more greater, far more intelligent than the children of this faith. And sometimes we need that. You know, the church has always taught something absolutely profound and beautiful, that grace builds on nature. Ukuthi uNkulunkulu usinikeza amagracia akhe in our own nature, in our own humanity, in our own capabilities, in everything that God has done. He has already created. I keep on talking about the seed bed, and I talk about it as a spiritual thing, a spiritual seed bed where every seed is planted. And you must become that spiritual seed bed. Or you must have that spiritual seed bed, as it were, where you can plant things and God can then make it sprout. There's this great notion in my mind that not every person who approaches you has your best interest at heart. Not every person who smiles at you enjoys your company. Not every person who sits at your table enjoys being with you. Khona abanye abantu abasempilweni yakho to spy. Khona abanye abantu abasempilweni yakho to study you, so as to break you from within. Khona abanye abantu abasempilweni yakho who are there because bathunyiwe. Yabona ithandwa zami, the other day in our reflection we had spoken about the people who come into our lives, especially in relationships. It is quite important for me, indispensable, that you pray for the people who come into your space, especially to your home, especially to where you prepare things for your family, especially to your spiritual space. It is crucial. You cannot do without. It is indispensable. You've got to pray for the people who come into your space. And you've got to ask God, hlobo luni lo muntu lolu? Why this person? Why now? Uzokwenzani? Uthunywe ubani? What are your intentions? You've got to pray for the people who come into your space. You've got to pray for the people who come to the space of your children. Because abanye abantu bazofika through abantwana. Abanye abantu bazofika under the pretense of help. That's why I always say this. You've got to pray for abantu abasiza ingane zakho. The people who are helping us at home. People who are helping us in our business. Khona abanye abantu who start a business. They've got the idea, they've got the plan, they've got everything. And they realize where this business is growing. Now they invite someone else. Or someone else seems to like the business and say, I want to come and work with you. But unless you pray for that person, sometimes that person can be the cause of the downfall. Sometimes that person uyena ongadestroy lelo business. Sometimes lo muntu uyena ongadestroy umndeni wakho. You've got to pray for the people in your life. Whether abantu abasizayo, obaba obhuti abasebenza engadini, abantu abasebenza ofisini, abantu abasebenza in my space, you've got to pray for the people. You know, there's something so silly and yet so true. The so-called lift clubs. Abantu esigibela nabo emateksini. Abantu esigibela nabo eitimeleni nasemabhasini. Abantu esesijwayelene nabo ukuthi hayi vele thina sihamba ndawonye. You've got to pray for those people. Tanozami, you must never make a mistake. When an enemy wants you, the enemy will study you. The enemy will take time. The enemy will be patient. You must never make a mistake. It's not a hit and run. The enemy could study you for years until you trust them. You've got to pray for the people in your space. Never, ever, ever sit comfortably and say, I'm relaxed now. I've reached a stage where everything. No. You keep on saying to the Lord, Nkosi labantu baletha la akuba abantu ababizelwe inhloso enhle ngempilo yami. Akuba abantu ababizelwe icebo elihle ngempilo yami. That is something important. That we ask that the Lord helps us. Now I find it interesting that the lawyer asked Jesus in order to test him. To put him to the test. To expose him. Now, how does Jesus react to this? Not with anger. Not with frustration. Not with malice. But rather, he throws the question to him. And it's something that I learned that from one of my professors. You know, you will ask him a question. And he will look at you and he will say, what do you mean by that? And so, as he asks you, what do you mean by that? And you clarify the question. No, this is what I'm asking. This is what I mean. And he taught us this skill. Because as they say that, as they clarifying it, then you go to the depth of the question. And you understand what exactly this person is asking me. And possibly are not saying, or they are covering up with big words. What are you saying? And Jesus asked him the question. In verse 26, Jesus looks at him and he says, what is written in the law? You are a lawyer. What is written in the law? What do you read? And in verse 27, the lawyer answers. He answers with what every Jew knows, the Shema. And he answers something so powerful. He says, you shall love the Lord your God with all your mind, your heart, your soul, your being. You must love your neighbor as yourself. That is the answer. What must I do to inherit eternal life? Love God. And you know, it sounds so basic. The only thing I need to do is to love. And there are three entities that I must love. I must love God with everything that I have. I must love my neighbor with everything that I have, just as I must love myself with everything that I have. And sometimes, dear friends, it helps in our journal, just on a new page on top, just create 3 columns. One for God, one for neighbor, one for self. And then start asking myself important questions. Today, how am I loving God? How am I going to love God today? And I can list it. I can write it down. This is me loving God. How am I loving my neighbor today? And a neighbor could be anyone that I meet on the day. And I ask myself every time I meet this person, how am I loving this person? And some people, the only thing they want me to, the only way they will love me to love them that day, maybe is to listen to them. Maybe is to give them a listening ear. For some, they probably will want me to show them a direction. Others will just appreciate a smile. Others, they may appreciate an affirming voice that says, no, it looks okay, well done, you are great, you look beautiful. Others, it could be a simple good morning. Others, they may need me to sit with them through a project. Others, it could just be a hug. How am I loving my neighbor? I can only love them as they present themselves to me. For others, it could be an SMS, a message, a phone call, an acknowledgement, an apology. It could be anything for anyone. But how am I loving myself? How am I loving myself? And it's important. Every day you've got to do that. Every day you must choose yourself. I call it self-love, self-preservation. And every day you've got to ask yourself, how am I choosing me? How am I choosing me? And you've got to choose yourself. That has nothing to do with being selfish. No. I cannot love my neighbor unless I've learned to love myself. What do I need? How do I forgive myself? How do I appreciate myself? How do I spoil myself? And how do I work on loving myself as best as I can? And we've got to work on those things, dear friends, on a daily basis. Is to create these 3 columns every day and say, how am I loving God? And sometimes we find it easy to love God because we just try and be good and we try and pray, we try and do whatever because we're just loving God. That's good. And loving a neighbor, it's something that most of us can do. A great number of us struggle with loving self. Taking care of your own life. And for some people, loving themselves may mean taking a break. Loving your own self for some people may mean getting up and doing something because I've been lying on my bed for a long time and it is not good for me. So loving myself could mean I'm getting up, I'm taking a bath. That's me loving myself. Me loving myself could mean I'm getting up and I'm doing some exercises. It means me loving myself. But you know what you need. And how am I doing that? Then let's move on, dear friends, to verse 28. And he said to him, you have answered correctly. Do this and you will live. In verse 29, but the lawyer, desiring to justify himself, he said to Jesus, who is my neighbor? Now, this is very important. He wanted to justify his actions. He wanted to justify himself. In a legal way, we will say he's lawyering up, he's lawyering up, and he's just playing being a lawyer. And you must sit with lawyers and talk to lawyers. And my God, the things they do, they lawyer up in everything, They always know and check things. And so he is lawyering up here. And he says, who is my neighbor? And Jesus, being the greatest lawyer, he replies by telling a story. He says, there was a man going down from Jerusalem to Jericho. And he fell among robbers who stripped him and beat him and departed, leaving him half dead. Now, by chance, a priest was going down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. So likewise, a Levi, when he came to the same place, he saw him, he passed by on the other side. There's something very important in these two verses. There was a man who came from Jerusalem going to Jericho, who fell prey in the arms, in the hands of the robbers. They stripped him, they beat him up, and they left him half dead. They left him half dead. Sit with that word. They left him half dead. Write this down for me. They left me half dead. Write that down for me. Make that your word for today. They left me half dead. They left me half dead. Don't say sengishonile. I would like you to use the word sengifile. They left me half dead. Babezitshela ukuthi sengifile. It's a very important word for me. Verse 30. They left me half dead. Babezitshela ukuthi sengifile. We are reflecting on Luke chapter 10. I'm sitting on verse 30 at the moment. They left me half dead. Babezitshela ukuthi sengifile. When I tell zami, there are people empilweni zethu who've taken everything from us, who've stripped us, who've humiliated us, who've robbed us, and they left us half dead. Sebekwenze konke. Khona ma experiences that people have gone through and they never thought they will bounce back. Khona ma experiences osudlule kuwona, whether as a family, as an individual, at home, at work, in relationships, in marriages, that have scarred us. Simanxeba-nxeba. And abantu abaningi, they thought you will never bounce back. Abantu abaningi bayathuka uma bekubona. How come are you still standing? How come do you still smile? How come do you still welcome them into your space? Because they left you half dead. Khona abanye abantu, when they talk about certain aspects of their lives, they cannot talk and finish without crying. They cannot talk and finish without holding back their tears. They left you half dead. Babayitshela ukuthi sebeqedile ngawe. Babayitshela ukuthi you will never bounce back. Babayitshela ukuthi sebeqedile nangabantwana bakho. Bakushiya in a pool of blood. Wakwaba nabantu abakushiya stuck in debt. Uyamazi umuntu ozokushiyela ikweletu, akwenzele ikweletu maqedane ashone. Umngcwabo wakhe uba isikweletu sakho, nezikweleta ayishikile zisalele wena. Yamazi umuntu okufaka ekukhulumeni akushiye ugaxelekile. And they do it out of malice. Abantu nabantu have their own stories that they can tell. Usibani kahle kahle wangifaka enkingeni, maqedane wangishiya. Usibani kahle hle wangidestroya, maqedane wangishiya. Kahle hle usibani wangixhaphaza, maqedane wangishiya. They took advantage. They took advantage of my good nature. They took advantage of my good heart. They took advantage of my generosity. They left me half dead. Basebeqedile ngami. They left me half dead. Bangishiya bethi ngifile. That's what they did. Kanti ababuzange elangeni. Wena umafavuke njengedwangabani. Wena umafavuke njengedwangabani. Like a phoenix, you rise from the ashes. Like a phoenix, I rise from the ashes. I want you to write that down. They left me half dead, but like a phoenix, I rise from the ashes. They left me half dead, but like a phoenix, I rise from the ashes. Bangishiya ngifile, kanti abazi mina ngingumafavuke njengedwangabane. Now, for those who do not know what idwangabane is, idwangabane, it's a kind of grass etholakala eduze komfula. You think isifile, you think isishile, we think ukuthi siphelile, and only to realize ukuthi ihlezi phila, impande zakhona ihlezi inokuphila, and ngumafavuke njengedwangabane. They thought I was dead. They thought sebeqedile ngami. They thought they'd put the last nail on the coffin. They thought they will report back to their handlers. But I says last nail. Yazi khona abantu abahamba bayo celebrate abathi hayi uyabona ke manje simshayile usibanibani. Khona abanye abantu abakubona usengxakini bahambe bayoxoxela abangani babo babe namabhrayi. Bathi hayi uyabona ke manje mfana wami ngeke asavuka usibanibani. Uyabona ke manje mfana wami bayitshela bona ukuthi bayitshela bona ukuthi hayi usibanibani hayi phelile indaba yakhe. Athi mbukeni uyalotha manje, bathi mbukeni uyayetha manje, bathi mbukeni usephelile, mbukeni manje useyashona, mbukeni manje sekuphelile. But no, they don't know. When you are a phoenix, you rise from the ashes. When you are a phoenix, you rise from the ashes. When uyidwa ngabantu umafa avuke. Hey, yabona ithandwa zami faneke usitshele isitha sakho. Usitshele ukuthi mfana wami wena uyitshela ukuthi uyangibulala kanti awazi ukuthi mina ngimpande, mina ngimbewu, mina ngizotshalwa maqedane ngivuke. Ngeke ngife mina. They thought you were dead. They thought you were dead. They left you half dead. They left you half dead. But they didn't know that you are a phoenix. That you will rise. Babeyitshela ukuthi baqedile ngawe. Yabazi abantu abaplane yonke into baze bakhokhelana kwathiwa phelile umsebenzi manje. Baze bakhokhelana bathi hayi namhlanje besingcwaba uma wakhe, namhlanje besingcwaba umyeni wakhe, namhlanje besingcwaba unkosikazi wakhe, namhlanje senza ukuthi khona, namhlanje sifike sagqiba ukuthi khona, namhlanje sifike satemperisha ngamathaya yakhe, namhlanje sifike satemperisha ngokuthi kwakhe. They think they're done. Bayahamba bayoreporta kuma-handlers, bayoreporta kubantu ababathumile ukuthi hayi khululekani. At any time nizoza ukuthi hayi usibanibani sesiqedile ngayo. At any time nizoza ukuthi usibanibani uyagula. Abanye they even visit you use ICU just to make sure. And uthola ukuthi hayi kuyambulwa kuyambeso sekubonakala ngokusa. They do not know you are a phoenix. They left him half dead. Bamshiya beyitshela ukuthi usefile. I don't know how many people can understand this. I don't know how many people can relate to this. But awufile. Khona umhlabele nguthandayo athi chabo ngiyaphila futhi athi ngokunjalo kwangizuma ukufa. Kanti kodwa angifanga. Siyaphila. You will rise like a phoenix. You will rise. Now there's something that also fascinates me in 31 and 32. A priest walks by. And you will have presumed that both the priest and the Levi would help. You will have presumed. No. Bayabaleka. They go to a different route. Bayabaleka. Ungazondi. Yabona ithandwa zami, there are people who struggle. But I would have thought so and so will help me. I would have thought that so and so will be by my side. I would have thought that so and so will be the first one to fight my battle. I'm going to write this, I'm going to say this, and I want you to write this as well as your thought for the day. Write this. It's a bonus. It's a bonus today. We're getting bonuses. Don't think people will treat you as well just as you will treat them. Don't think people will treat you as well just as you treat them. Ungayitsheli ukuthi abantu bazokwenzela izinto wena obuzobenzela zona. Don't think people will treat you as well just as you will treat them. Ungayitsheli ukuthi abantu bazokuthanda ngendlela obathanda ngayo. Ungayitsheli abantu bazokunakekela ngendlela obanakekela ngayo. Don't ever presume that people will be as good as you are. Don't ever presume that people will be as kind as you are. Don't ever presume that people will be as gentle as you are. Don't think people will treat you just as well as that you will treat them. No, they will never do that. Yazi khona umunye umuntu olinyazwe not ukuthi kwenzeka ukuthi ulinyazwe ukuthi lento eyenzekile yenziwe umuntu abengathembi ukuthi izokwenziwa uyena. Akalinyazwanga ukuthi bamtshontshelile. Ulinyazwe ukuthi untshontshelwe umuntu abengacabanga ukuthi uyena. Akalinyazwanga ukuthi bamnokhile. Ulinyazwe ukuthi unokhwe umuntu abengayitshela ukuthi akamnokha. Akamentionanga in his or her mind ukuthi usibani bani can do this. Ukhohliwe ukuthi umuntu umuntu. My opening lines for today. You must pray for people who come into your space. We've always presumed that people will treat us as well as we have treated them. We've always presumed that people have the same honor that we have. We've always presumed that, and that's not always true. That's not always true. You must never presume that people are as gentle, as kind, as loving as you are. They may be better, I'm not denying that. But you must never presume that. That's why some people never come back from a betrayal. That's why some people never, ever recover from it. And it's not the action, it's the actor that kills it. It's not what was done, it's who did it. Don't presume ukuthi abantu bonke bazokusiza. Hawu bengisenkingeni kwaqhamuka usibanibani ngayitshela ukuthi uzongisiza. No. Hawu bengixakekile ngakhuluma nosibanibani ngiyitshela ukuthi uzongenzela. No. Nangu umpriest, nangu umlevi. They took a different route. They ignored him. Bamziba. Bathi inhlanga ehlo badlula. Hey thandwa zami abanye abantu bayabona kodwa bayathula. See, there's something we must never forget. Khona abanye abantu who can never intervene because they are being paid. They can never intervene because they are being financially given things. They benefit. They can never intervene because they are compromised. They can't intervene. Even nathina sometimes as abazali. Ingane yami ingenza nje udoti, into engazwakala, into engathandwa umuntu, kodwa I can't intervene. Why? Because I'm morally compromised. Angikwazi nje ukumkhuza umntwana. Mangeke ngamkhuza uzokhuluma amahlanza ami. Kunezinto zamazaziyo. And therefore I'm compromised. Ngingaxabana na wonke umuntu. I'm compromised. It can happen with unkosikazi wami. Can happen with umyeni wami. Can happen with umzali wami. Angikwazi ukumkhuza ngithi sithandwa sami kodwa lento usuyenza wrong. Ekhaya kubo adelele. Ekhaya kithi adelele. Angikwazi ukumkhuza. Why? Fana semsebenzini khona abanye abantu abazenzela umathanda. No one abakhuza umuntu. The very same person owaziwa to have a street kodwa mase kwenza usibanibani akakwazi. Why? Because I'm morally compromised by this person. I'm morally compromised. I cannot discipline them. And once I reach that stage, I've lost it. Once I've reached that, I've lost it. You must never presume bonke abantu bazokusiza. Must never presume bonke abantu bafuna ukuhlala nawe. Must never presume that. A Levi passes by. A priest passes by. But verse 33, but a Samaritan, as he journeyed, he came to where this man was. And when he saw him, he had compassion. I like that word. When he saw him, he had compassion. Now this is something important. When the priest saw him, he passed by. When a Levi saw him, he went to the other side. But when a Samaritan saw him, he had compassion. Some of us, the only thing we want is to be seen. We just want to be seen. We just want to be seen. That's all we want. We just want to be seen. Can we be seen? Today we are reflecting, dear friends, on Luke chapter 10 from verse 25. And I'm sitting on verse 33. Can we be seen? Can we be seen? That's all I want. Can we be seen? There's some people who don't see us. I don't matter. I'm not here. And the only thing we need, just see me. See me for who I am. See me as a person. Don't forget the word for today. They left me half dead. Bangshiyang file. They didn't know, like a phoenix, I will rise from the ashes. Bangshiyang file. Kanti ababuza angelangeni. Mina ngumafavuke njengedwangabandi. Some people, the only thing they want is to be seen. Sometimes in their own families, they are not even seen. One of the worst painful things that can happen is when a person glides over you. Endlini bangakhuluma bonke kodwa wena uhlale nje ubuka. Bakutreat, bakushaye silent treatment. Bangakhulumi nawe. Uthi uyaphasa ijoke, uyakhuluma, bafanele bakuzibe nje. Kube ngathi awushongo lutho, kube ngathi usilima. Kufanele bakhulume nomunye umuntu, bayikhulumele bodwa, bayihlekele bodwa, bayixoxele bodwa, bazenzele izinto zabo bodwa. Wena usalu njalo. Uthi ubeka icomment, uthi wenza ukuthi and everybody's like, but ubani lona? Ungenaphi? Uhlanganaphi? And I think that's one of the worst things that can happen. Thandazami, it happens in marriages. Alale kulela kamero avuke enze la ekamereni lakhe na angene athathe zonke izinto wena umprepareile zonke izinto athathe into zakhe agqoka aphuma hamba emsebenzini namhlanje umsombuluko khona ofika namhlanje ekseni kade engekho weekend yonke mefika namhlanje ekseni uexpect ukuthi into zakhe ayinewe angene ashiye engcolile ashiye engcolile ubese kuthandeni kwenhliziyo yakhe ashiye engcolile athi ayiwashwe angene kulezi there are a lot of business trips that are business trips that have nothing to do with your business. Agqoke manje ahambe uthi uyakhuluma uthi uyabalisela akukhumbuza ukuthi kwakulendlu hleli kuyona yami kwakule moto edriver ye yami kwalokudla okudlayo kwami athi what more do you want? Ethando sami ngiyakusaba ukuhlupheka mina. Ngiyakusaba ukuhlupheka and angifisi mina ukuhlupheka angifisi futhi ukudependa kwabanye abantu because you end up doing things that you will never have done in your life. Phenduka inja. Phenduka isigqila because uncengile. You are not sin. You are part of the furniture. Konke okwenza uyacela. Ngokwambona umuntu ecela ukuphila. Athi ngisacela ukuya esitolo. My God. Mdala nje lona. If it's the code, yala ekhaya, I'm okay. And there's nothing wrong with ukuthi ngisaphuma ngisayindaweni ukuthi. And everybody does it, you know. Ingane nomuntu omdala, husband and wife, that's fine. But there's something wrong if it must always be done by one partner, the other one doesn't do it. If one partner must always be questioned and the other one cannot be questioned, why? Ngoba enemali. Ngoba eyindoda. No, you can't do that. Ngoba engcono, you can't do that. No. What's good for you must be good for me. You can't. We can't do that. Sometimes we just want to be seen. Sometimes I just want to feel ukuthi ngunkosikazi nami la ekhaya. Ngisona isisebenzi. Ngunkosikazi nami la ekhaya. Yazi khona umunye umuntu othola ukuthi uantu osizayo nobaba osebenze ngathi na treated far more better than the wife of this house. Kuze kukhale bona ukuthi ayikho indlela ubaba kaSibani banenza ngayo mama asiboni kahle. Yabona inkinga zakho mase size zikhulunywa abantu abakusebenzelayo. Then there's something wrong. If sekuzonothisa wonke umuntu, then there's something wrong. I just want to be seen. I want to be heard. You cannot stay just because we saba. You cannot stay just because uyamthanda. Yabona ithandwa zami, I've been reflecting a lot lately. And part of my reflection, ithi khona abanye abantu whose intention is not to build you, but their intention is to destroy you. Write that down. Khona abanye abantu whose intention is not to build you, but their intention is to destroy you. And I want you to reflect about that. I'm inviting you to reflect about that. Khona abanye abantu whose intention is not to build you, but their intention is to destroy you. They are in your space. They are in your life. Khona abanye abantu abashade izingane zethu. And sikikizile, sahleka, sajabula. Sathi sithola umakoti, sathi sithola umkhwenyana. The intention was never to build. The intention was to destroy. The intention was to destroy. Khona abantu abafika, they come to a space. They're not acting out of love. They're not acting out of generosity. They're not acting out of concern. Their intention is to destroy. Khona abantu abafika empilweni zethu whose intention is not to build, it is to destroy. Yamazi umuntu ozokutshela ukuthi ngifuna ukubashiya bengesenalutho. Athi ngifuna ukubashiya bengesenalutho. And everybody else is asking them ukuthi but awubashiyi ngani, but awuhambi ngani, but awubayeki ngani. Athi no, angakadeli. Athi ngifuna ukubashiya bengenalutho. Athi ngifuna ukuthatha yonke into ngize ngithathe ishimfoloko. Athi ngifuna ukuthatha yonke into ngize ngithathe ispoon. Athi ngifuna ukushiya yonke into engasekho. Athi ngifuna ukushiya indonga. Athi if nazo indonga futhi ngifuna ukuyishiya. There are people, there are even leaders. There are even leaders whose intention is to destroy. They don't want to build. And we get frustrated. Sorry, and so why ain't I vision? Sorry, and so why ain't something that is building us up? But everything they do is to destroy. And we ask them why. And the intention is quite simple. They want to destroy everything. Now, it's not as if they're destroying so as to build. It's not as if they are putting this down so as to build something better. No. And you soon realize, ukuthi, they are sick. You soon realize, ukuthi, they are full of hatred. That's why they want to destroy. Tandrazami, I keep on saying this. You've got to pray for the people who come into your space. You've got to pray. Don't be fooled. You've got to be a prayerful man, a prayerful woman, a prayerful warrior. We've got to ask uNkulunkulu to give us a discernment of spirit. Hlobo luni lwabantu esibasondezayo. We need discerning men and women. We need to be discerners. Discern the spirit. Hlobo luni lomoya la. We must discern. We must. We cannot just let it be. We must discern. Abantu abeza kuthina bezosebenzela. Bezosebenza nathi. We must discern. We must discern. Hlobo luni labantu abeza la. The Samaritan saw him and had compassion. That's all we ever needed. That's all we ever needed. I need someone who sees me. Who sees me for who I am. Who appreciates me for who I am. Who accepts me for who I am. The Samaritan saw him. Siyayidinga leyo nto. Khuleko wami uhlezi uthi Nkosi letha abantu abanenhloso enhle ngempilo yami. The Lord must bring people who are called after my own purpose. People who are coming to help me to grow. People whose life I can influence positively. We cannot just let things be. We need to come and see and go beyond what meets the eye. And we need to ask for discerning spirit. He saw him and he had compassion. He saw him. Now, what fascinates me here, and most of you will know this, Samaritans and Jews are worst enemies. They can't stand each other. He was never helped by his friend. He was helped by his enemy. Under normal circumstances, they probably would have destroyed each other based on being Samaritans and being Jews. Possibly their forefathers fought. But there was something that brought them together. Humanity. There was something that brought them together. Pain. Thandwa zami, khona lento that I want to say. Don't classify people and judge them. Just because they come from that side, just because they speak like that, just because the color of their skin is like that, just because their gender is like that, just because their orientation is like that, don't judge people. Don't just give us a blanket judgment. Each person is different. Each person is different. His own people did not help him. The so-called religious people didn't help him. Yabona ngihlezi mina ngenza umzekeliso, yabona e-tavern, e-joint in, hey, kunonkulunkulu far more than emasontweni. Hey, I'm not sure I just said that. I did, God. uNkulunkulu yomthola more ejointini nase-tavern than emasontweni. uNkulunkulu uyomthola kakhulu ejointini nase-tavern naseshibhini than esontweni. His own people couldn't help him. abapriest, abakwaLevi, they couldn't help him. We are so concerned with red tape. We are so concerned with rubrics. We are so concerned with law. We are so concerned with rules. And we've lost people. Yabona ngihlezi mina ngisho umzekeliso hambe jointini. Kubukhona ukuthi ungene jointini ubone umuntu ehleli ahlale ama-hour aphume ngashayanga nento eyodwa awuve kubukhona. Because ejointini ophuzayo ngifike ngihlale ngedwa la ngithenga ngiphethe ikhoti yami ngifike ngihlale nani ngithe bafethu nawo amakhotha u3 la sihlaleni phansi siwashaye. By the end of that evening ngizobe ngiphuze mhlawumbe ikesi lonke nebhodlela. Ngifike no 3 quarts mina kuphela, nomunye uzoletha u3 quarts, nomunye alethe okunye, nomunye they are able to share. They are able to share. But no, not emabandleni, not wonke. Not wonke, and not all the time. It's very rare ukufica inzondo lapha. Yazi mase bephuzile ave begivana amaqiniso. Lento sibiza thina emabandleni ngenhlambuluko. Esihamba soyisha emakhoneni kubefundisi, esihamba soyisha emakhoneni kuba prophet, nakuba khokheli, nakuba mongameli. No lapha abakutshela ungqonje ukuthi have ubheda wena. Izolo uthe usuphuzile wenza ukuthi nokuthi. Bakutshela manje ukuthi ayenziwa lento. Uma uzophuza nathi awuyenzi lento. Futhi wena utshwala buyakuhlula manje ngoba wena uphuza bese uyabuyisa. Ayenziwa lento. Wena unkosikazi wakho usitshelile ukuthi uyamhlupha ekhaya. Ungayenzi lento uphinde uzophuza nathi uphoxa thina. Amakholwa ayafihla. Not wonke. Kodwa ayithina esikholwayo sibe sigange. Akuve kungcono ukuthola uNkulunkulu otshwaleni. Yabona otshwaleni umuntu ophuzile ubona ngezenzo ukuthi awusephuzile kuma kwabo manje. Otshwaleni umuntu ophuzile ubona ngokuhamba kwakho ukuthi uma kwabo buka inyawo seziyaphambana. Otshwaleni umuntu ophuzile uzolimina indlela akhuluma ngayo ukuthi hayi uma kwabo manje hayi ubukhile ngempela usibona nesontweni. Yazi esontweni singashumayela izwi likaNkulunkulu kodwa inkambo yethu ave kunzima ukuthi uyibone ishintsha. Ave kunzima ukuze ulimi lethu lishintsha. Ikholwa nqene ukukutshela emehlweni ukuthi we ngiyabuya wena ngisesontweni ngizodila nawe mangibuya. Ave ngijwayela kabi usibana mina ngisazombamba mina. Laba sibabiza ngeyidakwa siqedile. Uzekutshelile nje akutshele kona waxabana nawe kodwa futhi baxolelana mase be right ayiqhubekele. Inthandwa sami I think uNkulunkulu is more otshwaleni than esontweni. I wish uNkulunkulu wasotshwaleni bese ngamlethe esontweni. Thithi inkosi awuzelana uzosisiza nathi. Khona lento oyenzayo ukusize nathi. And I like what happened. He saw him, he had compassion on him. And he said, no. I want you to be okay. I want you to be healed. Ngegama likaYesu benendodana nomoya